Yo, Shalom, Shalom, Nawathan, Kal Halal, Wahawadla, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Baha, Rechaha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone who rule and teach well in the scriptures. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes out to the Bayath Shal Dawadah, which is the house of David, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, beginning with the 144,000, the governing body, his servants, the prophets. Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. So, quick news update, quick headline update. All right, and of course, inspiration for this lesson is drawn from this article on your screen from, guess what, Sly Fox News, which was published July the 2nd, Tuesday, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and things are certainly heating up. You see, so the headline says Persia vows to back Hezbollah in fight with JJ's as IRGC general renews threat of imminent missile strike. Persia warns war could expand to all Arab nations if statehood of you know what launches Lebanon operation. Okay, so yeah, man, things are heating up in the so-called Middle Eastern region. Okay, which the small hats they falsely and fraudulently called that area the Middle East, which is actually Western Asia. All right, they did that to back up and control their narrative. All right, it's really the far most western point of Asia. Okay, and the continent of Asia was named after an Edomite named Asiaticus. All right, so just wanted to bring that out. So yeah, quick World War III update. Okay, because World War III is prophesied within the Holy Scriptures, the Bible, and it must and will take place certainly in our lifetime. All right, so yeah, the times of the Gentiles is about to be fulfilled, man. Okay, and before we even go further, let's go to the Gospels, in particular the book of John Mark, the book of Saint John Mark. All right, chapter 13. Okay, we'll just go straight to verse 7, and these are the words of Yahushua again. It's in red. Okay. Now, of course, you're going to hear, scriptures like this come out all the time. All right, because it's very relevant to the times that we're in, man. Okay. And this is something that our Lord Yahushua, whom the world incorrectly, ignorantly, and falsely calls Jesus Christ, prophesied of. Okay, this is what he actually talked about. Okay, when he was on this earth approximately 2,000 years ago. All right, you see. So no other book or document on this planet. All right, no other book or document on this planet goes into prophecy, right? Which is what sets the Bible apart. And that reminds me, before I get Mark 13 and 7, I'll get Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16. Okay. Which reads, Seek you out of the book of Ha'adawan Yahweh, and read, No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate, for my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them. You see? So prophecy is what sets the Bible apart from all these other books. Alright? And don't even bother mentioning the Quran, man. Okay? Don't bother mentioning that, man. Alright? And oh yeah, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Oh please, give over. See, the God that we serve, Yahweh Bashim Shai, right, is the power of the living, right, not a God of the dead. Okay? You see? No one of these shall fail, man. None of these Bible prophecies are failing. It's all coming to pass, man. Alright? None shall want her mate. You can't mate this Bible with any other book. It stands alone. You see? And the words in the scriptures are faithful and true, man. Okay? And everything's coming to pass. They'll save the Lord, man. Okay? That's why we put our trust and faith in the Bible. Okay? Prophecy, again, is what sets the Bible apart from all these other books and documents, so-called religious and spiritual texts, So, let's go back to Mark. Chapter 13 and verse 7. And it reads, And when you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be you not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. Okay? So, you had Amalek, right? The Amalekites, which are the JJs, right, going into Lebanon, right? Now, you got Persia vowing to back Hezbollah against the statehood of Israel, right? If Jerusalem lands, oh sorry, if Jerusalem launches an offensive in Lebanon, all right? Seen escalation between Persia and Israel taking place, really, all right? And Persia is a superpower in this world, despite what the Western media say, all right, which is all controlled and run by Amalek, right? The 1948ers, right? The Ishis, right? So Iran, they have nuclear weapons, right? Plus they have the backing of Gog, which is Russia, all right? And Hezbollah is a proxy, all right? So yeah, when you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, that's what we constantly hear about, all right? We hear about North Korea launching missiles on America. We hear about the war between Russia and Ukraine. We constantly get updates on that. Okay, that's not stopping, right? Which Russia's devastating the Ukraine, man. They're demolishing them, right? We're hearing about China and Taiwan with the US being involved. We hear of China going to war with America over Taiwan, right? It says, but the end shall not be yet. That's right, man. A few more things must happen before Yahushua returns. Okay, for instance, the digital all, which is the RFID micro chip, the MOTB, being mandated across the world. Okay, because those intercontinental ballistic missiles will not fly until the charagma is a worldwide phenomenon. Okay, and we're super close to that happening. Okay, if you can't see that, then the Lord has deceived you. Sad to say, but he has. Okay, the God of this world, which is Edom, starting with his nobility, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, the Gettys, etc., right, has blinded you. Okay, and with the way things are going in this world, within these jobs, the infrastructure, you can see that things are going digital. You can see the gradual steps being made. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, right? If you've been living under a rock, well then, that's you, right? Everything going digital, man. Okay, who really accepts cash these days? Much, all right. Even when you pay by cash, people kind of look at you funny because they're so accustomed to just paying with that debit card or credit card, right? So yeah, but ultimately we know that the Lord has a controversy with Esau, of course, right, and he will burn America down, right, and put an end to this devil's rulership, man. 2/3 of our people, along with the heathen over there in America, will be annihilated. Only the elect will make it out of Babylon the Great. Okay, and these elites, man, they have their bunkers in various parts of the world, man, to hide out in. Okay, let's go to verse 8, and it reads, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Okay, so there's going to be class wars, race wars, riots. Okay, riots have, have been happening. Okay, we've seen instances of these things. Okay, but these things are going to increase in frequency and intensity. All right, all this is the part of the end. All right, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Jacob's trouble is near. Right, we see when famine. Okay, you got your natural famines, you got your manufactured famines. Okay, so these things are coming in a big way, and yep, these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, let's go to the article. All right, depending on how long it is, you know, I'll read some of it. All right, so yep, Fox News, Persia, which is Iran. All right, vows to back Hezbollah. All right, in fight with you know what as IRGC general renews threat of imminent missile strike. So Persia vowed on Tuesday to back the terrorist organization Hezbollah, open quote, by all means, end quote, against Israel if Jerusalem launches an offensive in neighboring Lebanon. Kamal Karazi, Persian foreign minister and top advisor to Persia's supreme leader, issued a stark warning that a conflict in Lebanon could result in a regional war involving all Arab nations. Okay, you know what the scriptures talk about, with the dragons of Arabia. All right, you know, got the Carmanians raging with war. All right, so he said all Lebanese people, Arab countries, and members of the Axis of Resistance will support Lebanon against Israel. He said in an interview with the Financial Times there'd be a chance of expansion of the war to the whole region, in which all countries, including Persia, would become engaged. In that situation, we would have no choice but to support Hezbollah by all means, he added. So yeah, things are heating up, man. Okay, things are heating up. All right. Karazi noted that the expansion of war is not in the interest of anyone, not Iran or the US, but his comments came just one day after a top Iranian commander said he was itching for the opportunity to levy more strikes against Israel. Speaking to the families of Palestinians deleted during the fight in the Gaza Strip on Monday, Brigadier General of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, Aerospace Force Amir Ali Hajizadeh said he is hopeful another strike will be carried out against Jerusalem following the first attack in April. We are hopeful of the arrival of the opportunity for conducting Operation True Promise 2, Hajizadeh said, according to Iranian-owned media outlet Meh News Agency. The comments were in reference to more than 300 drones, ballistic missiles and cruise missiles Tehran, which is the capital of Iran, reportedly fired at the statehood of Israel on April the 14th, the majority of which were stopped by JJs and the US forces. The strike marked the first time Persia directly attacked the statehood of Israel, despite years of proxy fighting and apparent covert hits on top military targets. Hajizadeh, who has played a critical role in developing Persia's drone and missile program, did not say what the next attack against Jerusalem would look like, but promised to continue supporting terrorists in the ongoing war against Israel. Alright, and there's a lot more on this article, but you know, we see what's happening. We're privy to what's happening, okay? And these nations are sick and tired of you small hats, man. You're a bunch of frauds, alright? You bastards, alright? Zechariah chapter 9 verse 6 tells you that, you know, a bastard should dwell in Ashdod, alright? So yeah, these nations are fed up with you, man, okay? And that's just where we are on this prophetic timeline, alright? They're fed up of your lies, your nefarious activities, your tomfoolery and skullduggery, your deception, okay? And people are waking up to it. These nations are waking up to it, okay? And yeah, things are heating up, like I mentioned before, and everything eventually will spiral out into World War III. And again, that can't happen until the MOTB is made mandatory across the world, okay? So yeah, World War III is soon. The third and final war, which is going to be nuclear for sure, alright? It's going to be nuclear for sure. Alright. Second Esdras chapter 15. Alright. Second Esdras chapter 15 verse 28, and it reads, Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Okay, so they're going back, you know, back to the ancient state, right? They're remembering themselves, man. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Also, the Carmanians, which are the Iranians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Verse 31, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, just like I said, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. We know the scriptures mention in Genesis that Ishmael is a wild man. Alright, the Arabs, Ishmael, alright, he dwells with his brethren, and you know, his hand is against everyone, man, and everyone against him, right? Against his neighbor. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Verse 32. Then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. Okay. So So all these nations are going to be gathered into the valley of Yehoshaphat over there in the Levant, man. Okay. And then ultimately, all these nations, including Esau, they're all going to turn and fight Yahushai, and they're going to lose. Right? So yeah. It's going to be very devastating, man. Okay. Right? Especially when these missiles are shot off. Just bear with me as I get this scripture. Right. That's it. Isaiah, the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 24. And verse 19. Start from Isaiah chapter 24, verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, the earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Alright? And that's what will happen when many missiles are fired all across this earth, man. It's going to shake the whole planet, like it tells you in the book of the prophet Haggai, chapter 2, verse 6, man. Okay? If you ever see a drunk person staggering, they're reeling to and fro, man. They can't walk properly. Alright? They're about to fall over. Okay? So this is what the earth is going to be like, man. It's going to just move exceedingly. Okay? The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay? That's right. And it shall come to pass, verse 21, in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. That's right, man. The Lord is going to take down these kings of the earth, man. He's going to take down so-called WHITE, man, and these other top rulers of these heathen nations, man. Okay? And ultimately, every knee and tongue, right, will bow and confess that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is Lord, man. Yahweh Shai is going to set up, his kingdom is going to rule for eternity, right? These heathens are going to serve the Israelites, right? And if they don't, they're not going to get rain in their land if they don't come up to Jerusalem, all right? Zechariah 14 and 16 goes into that, man. Okay? So yeah, these scriptures were written down thousands of years ago, all right? And we can apply them today, all right? So I'm going to end it there, and with that, I'm going to say Shalom.